Oh, the bomb is still in there. No. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm gonna have to wait to watch the next one. What time is it? It's 3:15. Damn it. So I wonder like how many, like in the next episode, if I watch the next one too, is it also gonna be to be continued at the end of that, and then the end of that, and then the end of that? Well, it's always gonna be to be continued. And it's time for the review. So in the rest of this video, I will just be talking about these 2 episodes and some thoughts that came up for me, some things that I liked, maybe things that I didn't like. Not that at this point there's anything that I don't like. Specific things that happened, or words or phrases that stood out to me. Just so that you guys know, I did start that One Piece notebook. It's actually not a notebook. I have an empty notebook, one right over there, the white one. I have an empty notebook, but it is so much faster for me to type. So what I did was I made a Google document, like an online Word document. I can show you guys. So it looks like this. And that's what I'm going to type all my favorite quotes from One Piece on. I'm going to type like random little notes, like basically the stuff I say in my review, things that stand out to me, questions I have. Yeah, I'll be putting everything in this notebook. Once I fill it up more, I won't mind sharing it, because there is a way that you can share it without allowing other people to edit it, because I know that there are some crazy people online and they would mess it up or just delete everything. For now and for the next couple of episodes, I'll just tell you guys what I write in it. And one thing, when I ask questions, 90% of them will be rhetorical. So what rhetorical means is I ask a question, but I don't necessarily expect an answer. The reason why I ask the questions out loud is to show you guys this is how my thought process works, this is what I pick up on, this is what I'm thinking. Obviously, I feel like that's very important for a reactor and a reviewer, is to explain your thought process. But sometimes people make the mistake of answering my questions, even though the anime is going to answer them for me. So obviously, don't tell me things that the anime will explain at a later point. I know that it's not always that easy for people to know what is spoiler and what is not, because most people are so excited they just want to share about the anime and what they know about the anime and what happens. But a good way to comment is just keep it relevant to the episode. So tell me, what did you enjoy in this episode specifically? What did you enjoy about my reaction? Was there something I picked up on that you found interesting because maybe you didn't see it the first time you watched? But yeah, let the focus be on the episode and what happens. For example, when you like something that Zoro did, or, you know, share your favorite part about the episode. For me, the thing that still stands out to me the most at episode 4 is when those guys jumped on the ship as Zoro was rowing, going after Luffy, and then they were like, save us, and he was like, I don't have time, jump on, when he passes, and then they actually got on, and then they tried to hijack his ship, and that was my favorite part. I just found that whole scene hilarious. And about Zoro, like, I really like him as a character, and that whole scene just made me laugh so much. So that's from episode 4. I think that's my favorite moment. Episode 5, I think my favorite moment would be Luffy's laugh, because the crazy Captain Buggy would laugh like a crazy motherfucker, and then Luffy laughed on top of his evil laugh. He gave this not evil laugh, crazy laugh, because Buggy's laugh is crazy, his voice is crazy, his fucking actions are crazy, and then Luffy, the camera like zoomed in on his face, and his eyes were like open like this, and he was laughing. It was so funny. It was just, yeah, I love that. I think those are my 2 highlights out of the 2 episodes. I did write down a new quote. Oh, from episode... No, that says episode 3, but it should be episode 4, right? There we go. Where Shanks says, I will never allow anyone to hurt my friends. So if Shanks was Luffy's role model, then obviously if that is one of Shanks's mottos, like he didn't fight back when he didn't feel like he needed to fight back. He didn't just start a brawl in the pub just because the guy was being a total dick. He was like, whatever, I don't care, you can spit on me, you can throw food in my face, you can pour wine on me, but don't fuck with my friends. I love that, and to me that's going, wait, how do I put this? To me that is a hint at who Luffy is, because if Shanks was his role model, clearly Luffy is going to care a lot about his friends as well. Because just like Shanks was a great pirate, Luffy wants to be a great pirate. And yeah, I think a lot of Luffy's character is, you know, because Shanks was his role model. In the same way that when I was younger, I had a role model. It was actually the girl who introduced me to anime. And I loved her so much, and I was always like, I was obsessed with, I was such a little kid, and I was always, you know, asking her, play with me, let's do this. I was probably like the little irritating sister, take me with you, I want to go too, I want to watch anime with you. And she did really beautiful art, and she always used to draw anime in high school, but I remember it being a problem because the teacher doesn't believe anime is real art. I would just want to still punch people like that. But her art was really, really beautiful, and I feel like if she had just... I'm so sad actually now that I think about her, because I feel like the world looks down on, not as much now as it was back then, but like the society that we live in sometimes looks down on like her, who was she would have been a great storyteller, a great mangaka. She would have been like an amazing artist, and she was never able to live out that dream because people just always told her, you can't draw anime because it's not real art. You can't, like, people would think she's really weird because she watched a lot of anime, and she was also like quite introverted like me. Although I look loud and stuff, but I'm actually pretty introverted. I don't really get to meet a lot of people in real life. I like being in my own space. Anyway, and I just feel really sad right now talking about her, and just knowing I learned about anime from her, and about the stories and the art and the, you know, everything behind it, everything that makes up the world of not just anime but otaku. It's amazing, and I'm so lucky to be a part of this world. And I just feel sad because she's 5 years older than me, and she never got to experience this, you know. But on the other hand, I would have never gotten to experience this if I didn't take a risk and drop out of university and pursued creativity. I didn't even know at the time, because I was studying something not completely unrelated, but I was studying to become a teacher, an English teacher, and I dropped out because I knew that I didn't want to be a teacher. And I told myself, like, if I don't drop out, I'm forever going to have this degree, and it's always going to be there to fall back on. So I will never really find out what my passion is, what my purpose in life is, if I always have this thing to fall back on. And that's why I dropped out, and it was a bumpy ride for like 2 years until I really started, you know, understanding what I wanted to do. And now I'm doing it every day. And although I'm sad for the people that don't get to live out their dreams and their passions, I feel like I just need to keep doing what I'm doing and keep sharing the message of different anime that teach us these things. I guess that's one of the reasons why I relate so much to One Piece from literally episode 1, because of the characters and their beliefs. Like Nami, Zoro, and Luffy, they have a goal in life, and they're pursuing that goal, and that's so inspirational because people don't often do that. You know, we kind of get raised by our parents, and they tell us this is what life is, this is what we're supposed to do, this is easy, and you don't do that's too risky. And you know, I just feel like anime like this kind of inspires and has inspired many to do the impossible and to try the impossible despite what people are saying. And yeah, I really love it and I really relate to it, and I hope that one day I can, because I haven't met this girl. I know I was talking about Shanks and role model, and now I'm talking about my role model and how I used to see her watch anime and see her draw, and I started doing those things too because I wanted to be like her, and then it actually became such a big part of who I am. And it's not that, in Luffy's case and in my case, it's not that you want to be like someone else and so this becomes your dream, even though it's not your dream, it's their dream. But that's not how a role model works. Someone becomes your role model because you relate to them on some level, and you look up to them for a reason. Like, there's hundreds of thousands of amazing, inspiring people in the world, but people, you meet people and you resonate with them for a reason. And if you look up to someone, it's because they illustrate or symbolize, or somehow in your mind, in your subconscious, when you look at them, you see something that I want to be that. Part of that, like that's who I want to be, that's where I want to go. And it's not because you want to be someone else, it's because you know that a part of what they are and what they stand for is meant to be part of your journey too. And we're supposed to learn from those that come before us, you know. Thousands of years ago, people, you know, started inventing and building houses, and each generation builds on the next one, and we learn from the previous generation what to do, how to do it better, what not to do. And yeah, that's why I think the episode 4 with Shanks and Luffy, it says a lot about Luffy as a character, and it says a lot about where he's going. So I'm looking forward to seeing not just Luffy's journey, but Nami, and finding out more about her. I wrote down, Nami is a great navigator. She wants to save a lot of money for a secret. She hates pirates because bad pirates killed someone close to her. So like, I love finding out these things about these characters and what makes them who they are. You know, and the fact that I have 800 episodes, maybe a little bit less. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to be watching filler yet, but I have at least like 700 episodes to learn about these characters, to see what makes them who they are, to learn from them and about them, and see the adventures they go on, and how that shapes them with their past. Because it's not just our experiences that shape us, it's not what's happening now, it's not just who's around us, it's what happened before. And to some extent, depending on whether you believe in reincarnation or not, it's about all your previous lives, and about your hopes and your dreams. Everything influences the person you are right now in this moment. And I'm looking forward to 700 episodes plus, because there's more coming out every week. I'm looking forward to seeing how the puzzle pieces fit in, and how everything falls into place and gets knocked down and rebuilt. And yeah, it's an exciting journey. I know you guys know, if you listen to my review in the last episode, that Attack on Titan is, at the moment, it's my favorite anime ever. I read in the last review as well, I read to you guys my top 10 or something favorite anime based on my Annie list. And you can see that what I love about anime, and why anime are usually high rated for me, or what makes it high rated for me, is the fact that I love characters and learning about them. So if there's good characters, then I'm automatically going to like the anime, especially if I can relate to them. I love it when an anime tells a good story. There's that journey aspect, and I love it when an anime has strong themes and philosophies, or it evokes conversation, and you can call it like philosophical conversation. When for example, Attack on Titan talks about Attack on Titan, The Promised Neverland, a Shield Hero, a lot of anime kind of have these subtle hints. Well, Attack on Titan, it's not subtle, but a lot of anime deals with right and wrong, and morals, and the philosophy. I think it's called ethics, philosophy of ethics. So I'm really, really interested in things like that. And a lot of you said in the last video that One Piece is perfect for that, because it handles or it deals with real life issues like slavery and lots of, I just remember slavery now, but there's a lot of stuff that you guys mentioned. So I'm really looking forward to everything that I'm going to be learning from the story and everything that we're going to be talking about. If you haven't already noticed, I am a person that I love to talk. So I will be here reading through your comments as much as I can. I think Matty, one of my mods, said my 2 most viewed videos on YouTube is at 61,000, both, I think. 61,000 views. One is an Attack on Titan video, season 2, the finale, and the other one is Dororo episode 6. So those are my 2 most viewed videos. But both of those videos, they have like less than 500 comments, and yet the One Piece videos, the first video I put up has, I think now 30,000 views and more than 1,000 comments, and the second video that I put up has about now maybe 13,000 views. I haven't checked again, and like more than 500 comments. So I love seeing that. I can't wait to talk to you guys, and so far I haven't been spoiled on anything in the comments. I don't know if I'm lucky or why, but I thought I was spoiled on one thing, and Matty asked me, what were you spoiled on? And then I told him I watched, it was still in a live stream or something, I watched a One Piece AMV, and then I saw something, and then I told Matty about what I saw, and he said, no. So technically then, I'm not really sure if I was spoiled on anything, but I think I may have been spoiled on something. I don't know, but you guys, don't worry. I do it with all anime. I will let you guys know when it happens, and I don't have the reaction you think. Trust me, I will tell you, hey guys, I actually knew about this, and that's why I'm not, surprised or anything. I remember when I was watching Game of Thrones. Click ahead 1 minute if you haven't watched Game of Thrones and you still want to. But I remember watching Game of Thrones. I did reactions on another channel, and I was spoiled by a series. Another series spoiled me on Jon Snow's death and reincarnation, or whatever you want to call it. So that was like the worst thing, and I wanted to throw something at the TV because it was The Flash, from DC Comics, The Flash, and he was like, I don't know why I did this. He was speed watching TV because he was in some or another force, I don't know, some other universe, and he missed a lot, like 3 years worth of series. So he watched it in like fast forward, and then he was like, oh, Jon Snow died. Oh, he's alive again. And in that moment, I was 2 episodes away from seeing all of that happen in Game of Thrones, and then he spoiled it for me, and I was like, no. But I did let everyone, you guys can go check out that video on the other channel if you can find it, or if you want it, just ask me. I don't think you really care, but I just wanted to tell you guys that in that video, I told everyone I was spoiled on this. Sorry about it, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that I will always be honest with you. If I was spoiled on anything, I will say so. And even if I am spoiled on something, that still doesn't take away from the fact that I still want to see it happen. I still want to understand why it happened, how it happened, and yeah, even though it sucks because of the reaction part, and you won't get as great as of a reaction, I guess. But for the story, being spoiled on a couple of things is not really important, because my videos focus on the review, and I want to talk about the anime and the story and why things happen and how things happen, and there my screen goes black. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that I will be honest about everything. And then let's talk a little bit about the actual 2 episodes. Episode 4, I didn't look at the names of the episodes, and it's kind of frustrating not looking at the names. You guys said that it's spoilery. So I'm not looking at the names of the episodes, but it can be frustrating afterwards, because now I have to call it episode 4 and episode 5, and I want to call it by the name. This says The Passing of the Hat, so that's episode 4. I really loved seeing Luffy as a little boy, so cute, and he was very emotional as a little kid, I know that he's a kid, but not all kids in anime are depicted as these, you know, almost like really excitable, emotional characters. A lot of kids in anime are shown as very shy, or so. It's not just because he's a kid that he's emotional and excitable and loud. It's not just because he's a kid. But I loved seeing who he was when he was little. He's still kind of like that, but he's just slightly more, I think, reserved. But still, he's got that childlike youth about him. I remember asking that in the reaction. Do we know how old Luffy is, and is it important? And I don't want to Google anything, sadly, because of spoilers. People have said that spoilers are everywhere on the internet. So there's two things that I actually want to ask you guys. One, how old is Luffy? If it's not a spoiler, to tell me. I don't know if we should be finding out later or whatever. And two, I really want to know who is Zoro's voice actor. I don't know if I mean, this is 800 episodes. I don't know if they changed voice actors with time. I mean, it's almost impossible to think that in 20 years that a few voice actors haven't changed. But Zoro's voice actor is amazing, and I really want to. I think seeing him somewhere once, because always in anime when I like a voice actor, I go to AniList and I search. I don't want to search. Should I search? I can. All of you screaming at the screen, no, don't search, don't. Okay, but what I can do is I can just do this on AniList, Zoro, and then look for characters, users, not users, here, characters, not staff, characters, Zoro, Roronoa, okay, so that's him. Okay, I'm not reading anything. I just want to look here for voice actor. Okay, so that's not spoiling anything. So his voice actor is Kazuya Nakai. Does he do anything? I want to see if he voice acts in anything else. He probably doesn't have time to voice act in anything else. Okay, so here, this is Kazuya Nakai. Hometown, Kobe, Hyogo, Japan, blood type A, hobbies, archery, driving, surveying. Your hobby is driving? Awards, best supporting actor at the 5th Seiyu Awards 2011. So let's see if I know him from any other anime. This is one of my favorite things to do, is when I like a voice actor, is to see if I know him from anywhere else. He is in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Durara Specials, Gintama. I've heard a lot about Gintama. Hellsing. I watched a little bit of Hellsing, but not a lot when I was younger. Inuyasha. Oh, he's a mint-haired character here as well. I really want to dye my hair. He's got like a minty hair color, and if I can, I have that color in. Okay, you can't see the box now, but it's here in this box. I have 5 hair colors. They're all pastels, and one of them is mint. And I'm seriously considering doing my hair mint in honor of Zoro. So I haven't seen any other anime that I know him from, but I swear his voice sounds kind of familiar. Look at where does he find time to do all of this? Zoro. Pokemon. Okay, but I don't know that character. Corpse Princess. He's mostly supporting. Trinity Blood, here's a main. Because like I said, I can't imagine how you would have time to do anything else if you're like, oh, he wasn't that time I got reincarnated as a slime. He was Laplace. Okay. Oh, but he didn't sound like, he was more like it was a different voice, because the character was so odd. Talking about odd characters, that freaking Captain Buggy is an odd person. God, his voice is so funny. He goes like, he has this voice, and then he does this like, I don't know, he goes high. I can't do it, I'm sorry. Just laugh at my idiot's impression there. Okay, that was episode 4 that I searched. So now, what was episode 5's name? One Piece, episode 5. A terrifying, mysterious power. Yes, the power of Captain Buggy. So Luffy ate a gomu gomu fruit, and Captain Buggy ate a booty fruit or something. So it's like, but it's both as like the same kind of fruit, but you get different powers. But I was very confused because at first I saw him, he had these like magic hands, but like invisible hands, and he had the guy by the throat, and that I thought that was his power, but then it was revealed that he's a splitting man and he can split into different pieces. So that's his power. But then how did he do, because he didn't have his hands on him, it was like invisible hands. And it made me think of Elfen Lied. I don't know if you guys know the anime Elfen Lied, where the Declonius, I think it's called the Declonius, they have these little horns. They look like humans, but they have these little horns, so they're like almost like an advanced species of human. But then they have these arms that come out, but they're invisible to the naked eye. I don't know how to say that. But yeah, I thought like, whoa, this is some kind of Declonius ship power here. But then he split, and I was like, what? I didn't think that was your... And I loved how Luffy was like, I keep wanting to call him Luffy. I love how Luffy was like, what did he say? A splitting man? Is this some kind of monster? And then it points to him like, he's a rubber man. So yeah, I wonder how many people in this world have eaten these devil fruits. I did not expect to meet another person that ate the devil fruit so early in the anime. I mean, it's episode 4 or 5. So definitely didn't expect to meet someone now. I thought it was this like really, really rare thing, and probably here at about episode 400 we're gonna start seeing other people that have also eaten these fruits, or maybe meets the first other person that has ever eaten the fruit. So I was surprised, but not in a bad way. I was just surprised. I was like, oh, okay, oh, another person with power. So I'm hoping Nami joins their team, even though she doesn't like pirates. I'm assuming that she'll see that not all pirates are the same, and I hope that she did want to join Luffy at first, but then Luffy was like, nah, I don't see any reason to join, and then she was like, I can navigate, and then it was like, oh, join me, and then she was like, no, because you're a pirate, and I'm like, damn it. So yeah, I'm thinking that she'll see he's not. Him and Zoro are different kinds of pirates, because Zoro was like a pirate bounty hunter, and now he's a pirate because Luffy won him over. As I said before, it was very hard at the end to not watch another episode, because I felt like, oh my gosh, I have some time, but at the same time I knew I had to do the review. I need to edit the videos so that I can get them up, and like I said, there's One Punch Man and Shield Hero and everything. But I will make sure as soon as I have another opportunity, I'll watch 2 more episodes, because I'm very excited to see what happens. And like, to me it felt like Captain Buggy is afraid of his own buggy bomb. Like, doesn't he know, I don't know, can't he just split and the bomb goes through him or something? So I don't know, I'm quite interested to see why they ended it there specifically. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I'd love to hear from you guys. What was your favorite part or favorite scene from these 2 episodes? And yeah, I did ask some questions throughout my review, so if you can answer them and they're not spoiler, please do so. But that's it from me today. That's my thoughts on these 2 episodes. And yeah, definitely in the future, I'll probably try and do 3 episodes, but it all depends on how much time I have. I never want to rush through a reaction or a review. I can't rush through a reaction because it's a set time. But if that takes away from, you know, my review and my editing time. So I never want to do too much if I can't compensate somehow and make sure I have the time to edit and upload it properly, and not get too overwhelmed, because once a lot of videos stack up and I need to edit and I don't know where to start, and I just don't want to stress myself out, because I do stream on weekends as well. So that's a priority for me, because I love spending time with you guys live, you know, in real time. We're watching this Saturday at 10 p.m. SAST. I'll be doing like a 10-hour stream. Going to try my best to finish Welcome to the Ballroom. I don't know, there's 24 episodes is a lot, but I'm gonna do my best to watch as much as I can. It's sponsored by Matty. He really loves that anime and he's been wanting me to watch it for quite some time. So yeah, he bit a whole lot and he's now the bit king again on Twitch. And we'll be spending 10 hours in honor of Matty watching the Welcome to the Ballroom this Saturday. So if any of you want to join, by all means, you can come. And yeah, that's it from me. The sun is shining. I'm looking very yellow. Beautiful, beautiful. I look like I have some kind of illness, but it's fine. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for being here and watching One Piece with me. I'm having a great time. Bye.